up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chrissy Chaos. I'm back from Europe. I'm finally back in the home of the brave. We have guests today. We have Mike Cannon is back on the pod. Everyone give a round of applause to Mike Cannon. This guy almost killed himself in a car accident. He's going to tell you all about it. We got John, the father, is here, of course. He's got a pedophile mustache. We'll post a video of that, but his eyes are looking banging. Yeah. And then we have Vito Baby Teeth Calise, who's lifting furniture in my house like he's fucking the guy from like he's Lenny from Mice and Men.
Yo, your forehead looks fresh off a 5K, dude. You are sweaty.
Yeah.
It is hot here. Bro, he looks like the Hulk mid-transition. Like, before he's the Hulk, but after he's fucking Bruce Banner, he looks like he's right in the middle.
Yeah,
like he's stuck
pissed.
there.
That lovely voice you just heard, Gorilla Nems, everybody. Gorilla Nems on the pod. Second time on the pod. He brought his boy. What's your boy's name?
Big Pas.
Big Pas. What's up, baby?
Pasquale Diaz.
Pasquale Diaz, in Italian. He's like a...
He's 100% Puerto Rican.
Really?
Yep.
Pasquale, though, is... that sounds like an Italian name.
Look at that hair.
That's true. Yo, this is a Puerto Rican household. My whole family's Puerto Rican.
That's right.
So
you
whatever
feel
you
home?
want, baby.
You feel at home?
Yeah. You want a bodega cat to run across your feet? What do you need?
Yeah, we got Dusty Chef Boyardee.
Yeah. What do you want? Some coquito? Yo, the coquito. You want some pernil? Her mom will make it for you right now. She'll come right down, start roasting that pork. What's up, Nems? You got on mesh shorts. And how you feeling?
I feel, with this guy looking at me with his baby blues, I got a half a chub, bro. It's got to relax.
Dude, this guy's eyes are, I mean, what's the deal, John? Why do you have the pedophile mustache going on? What's going on?
Go for a new look. Want to shake things up.
Yeah, for summer. Kids are off of
Interesting.
school.
Yeah. Why are you sitting like that?
Because it's a long, wide couch.
That's it. Hey.
Hey, yo.
There is something about John's eyes, though, that there's like a level of blue. When you make eye contact, it's too intimate.
It's
Right.
disrespectful.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like you're inside of me.
It's like John Travolta. When I met John Travolta 10 years ago, and you get sucked in by his eyes. Bro, he was looking at me, and it was just a quick 10-second conversation, and you just get sucked. Like, it's almost like I get why he's famous, and I get why...
He's gay?
Yeah, bro. Because he kind of converted me to... Like, I was gay right away with those eyes, man.
Truly, at this point in your life, if John Travolta came on to you and was like, hey, we don't have to tell anybody, whatever, would you do it for the story?
For the story, it's great.
Yeah, because at this point, bro, it's like... How many more gay experiences can you have before one gets past the goalie? It's like there's been so many times where it's like it's close enough that it's just going to happen, and I don't really give a shit anymore. I'm not trying to judge myself anymore.
No, and
I'm just
also you
living
might
life.
as well give it a try just to make sure it's either for or not for you.
We also live in a very that's why it's nice to go to Europe. We also live in a society, a very puritanical society here. I mean, dude, I was at this restaurant, and on the menu they had an item called the lamb faggot. And I was like, it was just on the menu. And I was like, well, obviously I'll have that. And
What was it?
it was just like a lamb dish. And I said to the waiter, I was like, well, there it is. I was like, that's a wild name for a dish. And he was like, yeah, it's really only...
You typed that in Google and that's what came up?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do they
some other
pick a
shit came up,
specific
too.
lamb? Like, is it the most limp-wristed lamb of the farm? Or?
No, it's just this lamb. No, dude, honestly,
me.
it tasted amazing. Would you eat a dish like that?
Absolutely not.
No, you wouldn't?
Nah.
What if it was like the best? I'm telling you, bro, it's the best meal you're ever gonna have for your 15 days over here in Europe. But that's the name. That's the name of it.
Yeah. I just don't really eat lamb, so I wouldn't eat...
What's a dish you like?
A burger faggot.
So that's what you would eat?
Yeah.
Well, it's not often that in the first 3 minutes we find the title of the episode, but we just did. That's what it is. Yo, it was... Everybody shits on the food in Europe. The food in Europe was awesome.
Really?
No preservatives. It was... Are you coming? Oh, my girl. Jazz, you coming down? Come on, come down now. There it is. Yes, there it is. Jazz wore those pants because she knows Nems is from Coney Island, so she wanted to look like she's working on the boardwalk in 1925. He's Puerto Rican.
Oh, are you?
Do you have some pernil in the freezer for him?
I might. I'm gonna check.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to say anything on the pod? No. What do you think of John's mustache? And then we'll let you go.
I like it.
You do?
I do.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What do you like?
You guys don't like it?
Well, we just thought it's an interesting choice.
It's a new look for me.
Yeah.
You guys
It's-
switch it up.
It feels like you should have a Vespa parked outside.
Yeah. You do look kind of French, right? Doesn't he look French?
Put on a beret.
And what about Vito? We think Vito looks depressed. What do you think?
See how he looked at me? I'm not depressed.
I'm not depressed. I'm just hot.
We put on the air conditioner.
I'm concerned about you and you're complaining about my home temperature.
Now you know what? It's better over here than over there.
Yeah.
Now I have the air conditioner hitting me.
Your food's there. I got you a lavender. I got you a lavender latte. I got you an avocado almond. I got you some lamb faggot. It's right in there. But here's the thing: is like I'm honestly saying that as a dish. So anybody who wants to comment that I'm using a slur, I'm actually not. I'm repeating exactly what the food item was, and I actually thought it was delicious, and I loved a little lamb meat in my mouth.
That'd be funny if it
you
was.
you liked having a faggot in your mouth.
Honestly, dude, I did.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing I did, and I'm just gonna say we live in a society. It's too much. I felt so free in Europe. You can do whatever you want. People are not down. Not everybody's so like, hey, be careful of what you're saying. It's not like that, dude. It's like you want to have the lamb faggot. You sit outside. You have the lamb faggot.
Exactly.
It's what it is. I like it, dude.
That's what real men do.
It's honestly, bro.
Can I get water for anyone?
Hey, we're doing a show here. Yes, we have water from Pinch Records.
Oh,
Okay, so is Jazz in the background? Can you see her?
no, don't.
Come on, we need the views. So, Mike, he hasn't been on the show in a couple of weeks because he got in a car accident in Chicago. Has flipped his whole car over.
He looks like a straight Anderson Cooper.
Using liberties with straight.
So what happened, Mike? So tell us about this near-death experience.
Yeah, so
and then Gorilla Nems is gonna freestyle over it.
Yeah.
Perfect. me and this comic that you might know, actually you would, Nick Cobb.
Yes.
Who we started together, kind of, or he had started before. We were driving home post fifth show of the weekend, last show on a Saturday night. It's around midnight. We're driving at like 25, 30 miles per hour on a residential, go through a green light, and I just asked a question, heard him scream, and we got blasted by a car. Didn't hear a tap of the brakes or anything like that. Before I knew it, we were just on like the ceiling of the car, the roof of the car, and just kind of scraping along the blacktop, which is maybe the worst sound I've ever heard in my entire life. Weirdly enough, we had just come from Disney, so I truly think that my brain was convinced I was on a ride.
Wow.
Because I wasn't like all that freaked out. It was all slow motion, kind of like, oh, here we go. Like It was not, I didn't scream. And yeah, I was just, all I heard was, I heard him scream really loud. So by the time we settled and were hanging upside down, I didn't look at him because I thought he was going to be just a bag of blood. And I instead just screamed, "Are you okay?" He said, "Yes, he's fine," or, was alive and okay. We then hear people crowding around the car, and they're just talking. And we're like, "Oh, thank God, somebody's going to help." Nobody helped. Nobody helped. And I finally scream out like, "Help!" And they go, "Oh shit, they're not dead."
Whoa.
That was the first thing I heard from other people.
Did you think you were dead though in that moment?
I still think I might be, dude. I mean, there's like, how many times have we had the conversation where I think we die in other people's reality and then continue on in our own string? And so that has been completely put to the test from me initially coming up with that, just, being high and an idiot. And now I'm like, am I living my theory?
Being dead and being alive in somebody else's reality.
That's what he
Exactly.
believes. He believes when he dies, like if he dies or you die in his, like nobody's really dead. You're just the end. Your simulation just ended in his
So what about the
reality.
people that die in your reality? Why are they gone?
Because they went to live on in theirs, and maybe it's a lesson that you need to learn. This is all coping, by the way. It
takes a
has
lot
no
of
basis
fucking
in
mushrooms.
reality.
Oh yeah.
You take a lot of mushrooms?
Yeah,
100%.
I've been
Obviously.
microdosing.
To
Obviously.
the point where I'm not even sure if you did get into a car accident. I need to see the wreckage.
Whose reality was that?
So wait, so and then you're in. So you're strapped. You and Nick
Yeah.
Cobb, Nick Corn and the Cobb are strapped in.
Yeah, upside down.
Upside down.
Glass everywhere. The whole thing like blew out. It was crazy. It felt like you were on a movie. Like just
Were
everything.
you in pain?
No, I didn't have time. Like the only thing that I realized afterwards was I must have just hit the door. Like it must have just hit his side and I threw against the door because my hand looked like Hasim Rahman's forehead. Remember
Right.
that boxer that
Yep.
had that like baby head? It was huge, lumped up, and then I had bruising all on my right side. But other than that, like I was lucid. I was fine. I was hanging upside down. Said help. They started pulling the door. Couldn't get it open. So I unbuckled myself, fell onto the roof on glass.
Did that hurt?
Yeah, of course that hurt. All of the adrenaline started kicking in though. And I mule kicked open the door, blasted the door open, crawled out. People were like, get down. And then I like lived the Dane Cook bit. Of like, you get hit by a car and you just start walking around and you're like, has anybody seen my shoes?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. I literally was walking around and people were like, get down, sit down, lay down. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, just like somebody stabbed an adrenaline needle in my heart.
That
I just
happened to me as well.
You got into a car accident?
shit.
Yeah,
What
I was
happened?
driving. I had a Ford Explorer two-door. Somebody cut me off. It flipped 4 times,
Holy
hit the light
shit.
pole, boom, I landed upside down. Gas was falling on me. I unbuckled myself, kicked out the back window, and people who were around was just like, yo, lay down. And it was by a hospital. They came fucking got me. I had glass. The only thing that was bad is I had glass in my face. Other than that, I wasn't hurt.
Holy shit.
But I do remember when they were wheeling me into the emergency room, the doctor was like, yo, we're going to put 2 fingers up your ass to make sure nothing's broke. I said, nah, you're not putting no fingers up my ass.
Right.
It was like, yo, we have to see if you have internal bleeding or anything. I said, yo, doc, you put fingers in my ass. I'm getting up and walking the fuck
Yeah.
out right now. He said, all right, we're not going to do it. And that was it.
Imagine they did it. They did it. As soon as you wake up from surgery, you're like, I have the lamb.
I didn't have
Can I get a referral to that doctor?
Yeah. Wait a second. Wait a second. So both of you probably would have been dead without seatbelts, right?
100%.
And I don't really wear a seatbelt like that no more.
After the accident, you stopped wearing the seatbelt?
I love that idea of like, I've cashed in my luck for this life,
Well,
so now I'll
I
just
love
play.
that he gets into this car accident, he's flipped over, near-death experience. Now he doesn't wear a seatbelt, and his truck is camouflage. He just pulled up to our house in a full cap. Now he's going to drive through the woods. You know, he's going to get smacked. Somebody that's not
Car's
gonna
wearing
see
a
him.
ghillie suit.
It's so funny, dude. We live, in the neighborhood we're in, in Queens. Nobody has a camouflage truck like that. As soon as he pulled up, we were like, that's got to be Nems, man. Everybody else has got a Corolla. Okay. Wait a second. So you, because Mike
The fucking half Hulk taking a picture of my license plate. What, are you gonna fucking come to my house, bro?
the half Hulk is what a name.
The half
The
Hulk.
half Hulk. We call him Vito Baby Teeth. Bro, the half Hulk is great.
He looks like he still delivers pizzas. Like one of those fucking guys that just lose it their whole life, that just fucking delivers pizza at fucking 40. Like, what are you doing with your life? I have no hopes and dreams.
No, dude, he works for my podcast and he works for the Mets.
I'm not saying he is a loser. I'm just saying
saying
that's
that's
what
what
he
he looks
looks.
like.
That's just the appearance he
Nah,
gives
you're
off.
you're not a loser. You're doing this podcast.
You're doing great.
You know what I'm saying?
Half
You're
the
doing
Hulk.
good.
You're not a loser. You just present to the world that you're a loser.
Listen, bro, you're not a loser. You just work for the Mets and you take the bus to the gym.
Working
No.
for the Mets is kind of
No,
sad.
it's kind of dope, bro. I was just
Boss is a Met fan.
You're a Mets fan, so I was just in London. I saw the Mets play the Phillies in London.
That's fire.
Bro, what an amazing experience to go into a soccer stadium, football stadium in London to watch any sporting event. It was like we were all going to the game. The Mets are not playing as well. We're all going to the game like, we're just going to have fun. Maybe we'll leave in the 5th inning. Who cares? Like, we're going for the experience. And I was with diehard Mets fans. Debo and Patty Fly Balls. Diehard Mets fans, right? And even they were like,
Fly Balls.
yeah, fucking guy. We'll stay for a few innings, whatever. As soon as we got into that stadium, the energy, everybody felt like it was the World Series. Like, you were like, wow, this
Yeah.
game means something. And then Mets wound up losing, but we stayed the whole 9 innings, watched everything. Even I was like, a lot of times when you're watching baseball games, you're like in and out. We were glued to like every second of that game because it was just dope. I could imagine just sitting in a soccer stadium in Europe, what it must feel like when you're sitting in like an English Premier League stadium and like when David Beckham scored a
Yeah,
goal,
yeah.
these people must lose their minds because we were losing our minds with baseball.
Yeah.
And it's not even designed for that.
Yeah.
It's like a whole other level. I mean, soccer, they like set fires in the stands with like flares and all that shit. It's amazing.
And here's the thing, dude. In Europe, or England at least, it's not, I mean, I'm sure there's racism, but they're about class. It's classism. So they're old school. They don't really give a fuck if you're black, white, Asian. They're like, do you have money or do you not?
You should look more into European soccer.
I know.
Yeah, Thierry Henry might disagree.
Well, I know that, but it's a bigger deal.
Totally.
Racism is a bigger thing here than it is there because classism is a big thing. you know, I mean, again, I don't know. I was there for 10 days. So what am I? I'm making these.
I think you
I'm
got it all
making shit
figured
up,
out.
bro.
I'm happy you made it to the game this time, though.
Yes, I did make last time I left. But here's the thing. So we got to, you know, we're fortunate. I'm fortunate enough. I'm friends with the owners of the Mets' son, Josh, great guy. So he got us tickets.
This fucking name dropper over here.
Bang, bing bong. So we go. We're sitting in the suites, right, in the soccer stadium. Beautiful. And then we were like, you know what? Me and my boys, we were like, we want to walk around. Like, I want to walk around the stadium. I want to see what the stadium is. So we go down, take the elevator down, and then there's like, you know, security guards like standing at the entrance of the suites. And I'm like, oh, we got the passes or whatever. We just want to walk around. We'll be right back. He was like, no, you can't leave this area. And we were like, what do you mean? He was like, it's a suite level, hospitality suite, and then that is for general admission. You can't go there. And I was like, no, we just want to like walk around. He was like, why would you want to be with the general admission? And I was like, we just want to see the stadium. He was like, there's nothing out there. You have everything for free in here.
Out there.
He was like, everything you could ever want is in the suites that you already have access
Right.
to. So I was like, you're telling me we can't go out there with the fans? He goes, we prefer if the people in the suite didn't mingle with the people in general admission.
That's crazy.
And I was
Wow.
like, wow.
You're like Rose going to the
Yeah.
bottom deck of the Titanic.
Yeah, and then that was just me talking, and then so I'm talking, right, and then Patty Flyballs comes back. You know, he didn't hear this conversation. He was like peeing, and then I talked to this guy for a minute on my own, and I'm just standing there, being like, whatever. And then Pat and Debo walk up, and Pat goes, he goes to security guard because he didn't hear any of this. He goes, hey. He goes, can we go? Do you guys out there, do you got any of those baseball bats with the beer in it? I want to get one of those bats with the beer in it. And I guess then he realized like we're not as high class as he thinks. He was like, right this way. And then he let us out, and then we got one of these fucking bats with the beer in it, just walking around like idiots. But it was interesting. I never heard that. And then we walked around, and it was fine. I will be honest, as soon as we got out there, I was like, let's go back to the suites. They're hooligans out there.
Can I ask a question though? As somebody who you're a Met fan, any Yankee fan, New York fan, but when you're there in
You're a Met
England,
fan?
No,
And a
dude,
Yankee
that's the
fan?
only sport I don't give a fuck about. I don't really care about baseball like that. Knicks, New York Knicks, and New York Football Giants.
Giants,
I won't
all
be a
day.
Jets fan. I would never be a Nets fan. Knicks, Giants, baseball. I can be swayed.
Nah,
but is
Yankees only.
part of
I
you not
respect
even
it.
rooting for the Mets in that game, or are you rooting for America to take over the interests of England? You know what I mean?
It's a
Like,
good
I want baseball to be your pastime now.
That's a good point. You sounded like you almost cried at the end of that.
Those are just a load in the back of my throat.
Hey,
You know what? Whoa! I didn't even think of that. But I will say, even Mets fans and Philly fans, like, you know, big rivalry or whatever. But it was interesting to hear. So when we were walking in, it was all Mets fans, all Phillies fans, and we were talking shit on the train, on the tube, whatever. And then there was this one part where the MLB London offices, I guess, whatever, set up like they had they had them sitting in these high chairs as you were walking in. One guy dressed as a Phillies fan, one guy dressed as a Mets fan, but they were British, right? They had those British accents, and they were talking shit like, "Who's going for the Phillies? Who's going for the Mets?" And you could tell both Phillies and Mets fan were like, why don't you two shut your fucking mouth and not even open your mouth because you don't know anything? This isn't cricket, motherfucker. Just shut up. You could tell like there was this thing where it's like, if we're Americans, I don't like you, Mets, Phillies. But then if we hear a British voice, we're like, all right, the two of us are against you. Though.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
What percentage of the audience was Americans that flew over versus people? I mean, there's no way for you to know, but
I
Why would
want
you
to
fly over to see that shit?
Yeah, I would say honestly, man, most of the voices we heard walking around were American. In that
No shit.
thing. Yeah, it was loaded with Americans, which is why I'm, you know, a little shocked that my show had such a poor turnout. I was
they
like,
blew all their money on the tickets for that
I mean, it
game.
was good. Shout out O2 Institute London. It was good. I didn't sell out any of the show. I sold out one show, but it's just, I don't know. It just fucking, the economy is getting shit on there bad.
So
yes.
you were at the game. The Bryce Harper home run was the first home run of the game.
Yes.
And it felt like on the TV that like the British people didn't really understand what a home run was. But then by the next home run, it seemed like the place was going absolutely nuts.
Yeah, they kind of caught on. Well, they were explaining baseball rules as you were walking in. Everybody was explaining. Everywhere you look, they were explaining baseball, which way they run on the jumbotrons. Everybody was explaining baseball because these guys, they had no idea what to do.
Wow.
Because you know they're used to cricket or football. So they were like,
Well, now America dominates cricket. right? Didn't we just win a huge game?
Yeah,
So now that's our sport.
I think versus Pakistan, I could be wrong.
What are you making a fucking beat over there?
I think it was versus Pakistan. I think one of the guys is like a fucking accountant who is on Team USA.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
like
sick.
his LinkedIn is public.
Well, cricket's a big deal. We tried to get my stepson into cricket on Staten Island, but it didn't catch on. But I kind of want to get him on. I want to get one of my daughters into cricket.
Well, they just
Cricket on
built.
Staten Island.
Yeah.
They just built a cricket stadium in Nassau.
That's permanent, right?
Because it's the Cricket World Cup is happening like now,
Right.
and we're gonna host it. So,
They think the people of Long Island are going to flock to
right?
cricket?
so. It's sold out so much that Citi Field had to be a satellite viewing area.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is the Cricket World Championship happening right now as we speak?
Yeah, the World Cup is happening.
Well, they were saying like it's affecting like flights all over. Like flights into the U.S. are like triple because everyone's coming to this cricket thing. Nobody, Long Island, the traffic is like insane.
Yeah,
of it, right.
They built this thing for cricket, and it's fucking nuts. Like it's sold out immediately. I mean, they've played cricket here. I think in like 2014 they did a cricket All-Stars game at Citi Field. There's like some people here who watch it. It's not that big here, but
It's just India and Pakistan. Those
Yeah,
are
yeah.
they dominate. They crush everybody.
Yeah.
There's mad Indians out here.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
rise of Akash and Nimesh.
That's it. There's mad Indian and Pakistanis in London, bro. Every way. And I've done shows before where, like, in the U.S., I've done shows where I'm like, any Indian people here? I got a few bits about Indian people, and like, they're whatever. They're just like clap, cheer. But here in London, I was like, any Indian people here? They were like, no, we're Pakistani. I was like, what's the difference? Which I know is an entire slight on like history. Like I could get killed
Sure.
for that, but I don't care. I'm safe in the USA now, baby. No, I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I gotta know my history. I'm co-headlining with Sam Morrill, June 22nd, Atlantic City, and then July 27th, co-headlining with me, Sam Morrill, and Nimesh Patel. We got July 27th, Hammond, Indiana. August 10th, Prior Lake, Minnesota. September 13th, Niagara Falls, Ontario. And those are probably the only shows I'll be doing for a bit. So go check out those shows, chrisdcomedy.com or .com if you're feeling lovely.
I'm also going to be in Atlantic City the night before Chris. How about that? Make it a chaos weekend. Atlantic City at the Atlantic City Comedy Club in the Tropicana on June 21st. July 1st, I'm going to be at New York Comedy Club in Manhattan working out my brand new stuff because I got the special coming out hopefully in September or later if something can be agreed upon. But in July, I'm going to be in Portland, Maine at the Empire Comedy Club July 12th through the 13th. And then Chicago. I'm doing a whole big tour in the fall, but all that stuff at MikeCannonComedy.com. And thanks for coming out.
Babe, listen to me. Go to chrisdcomedy.com, get some merch. We got some new merch. And patreon.com/chrisdcomedy, where all the behind-the-scenes stuff is. We have extra episodes up there. Love them. Go to MikeCannonComedy.com for all his dates, for all Chrissy Chaos crossover stuff. We're trying to make this show, get the show to the next level, and the only way we can do it is with your help. So please tell a friend, like the podcast, subscribe, share it, please. For God's sakes, Vito needs it. John needs it. These people, they're literally going to be homeless without it. And I can't afford to take them in because I already got half Jasmine's family living in the basement. Let me ask you a question. What kind of parent do you strive not to be? For example, are you the mom who refs from the bleachers, the dad who loves gifting punny shirts, or the parent that gets a little too excited about Spaghetti Wednesday? We plan to be the best mom and dad we can be, and the thing you definitely don't want to be is the mom and dad without life insurance. You need it, folks. Get affordable life insurance online in minutes with no medical exams. Just answer a few health questions for a quote and apply for coverage at ethoslife.com/chaos. That's ethoslife.com/chaos. Ethos has demystified and modernized the process of finding life insurance. Ethos offers customizable coverage to fit your needs and budget. Get everything done online with no complicated forms, doctor appointments, or waiting for results. Just answer some health questions online and get covered instantly. Personalize your coverage to your family's needs, like helping your kids through college, your spouse with the mortgage, your family with income replacement, and whatever else you want to do. And remember, go to ethoslife.com/chaos. That's ethoslife.com/chaos. Answer just a few health questions and bang, get your free quote. Be the parent you want to be. Get up to $2 million in term life insurance coverage in 10 minutes, baby.
Life can be crazy sometimes, and one person's negligence can result in another's settlement. I mean, is there anyone more perfect to read this right now than me? If you are injured by the negligence of another, you deserve to be paid, and that's why you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Listen, getting hit by a 19-year-old in a rural road in Batavia, Illinois is hard. Hiring Morgan & Morgan is easy. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 1,000 lawyers with over $20 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients. Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. This is something I should have looked into like maybe a couple of weeks ago. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. What's better than that? For more information, go to forthepeople.com/chaos. That's FORTHEPEOPLE.com/chaos, or dial pound law. That's pound 529 from your cell phone. That's forthepeople.com/chaos or pound law pound 529 from your cell. This is a paid advertisement.
Jazz made a comment. What'd you say, Jazz?
The hair on your face is supposed to be darker than the hair on your head.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I didn't even
Why
know
do I
that.
have? Why don't?
It is.
Why do I?
Well, yeah.
You know what's
But I
what's
just
weird
thought
about-
that was because
you know what's
death
weird
is
about
chasing me.
I have bright red pubes.
What?
Hey.
Yeah, my
You do?
pubes are just fire engine red.
Right now?
Yeah, I don't know why they just grow out red. My grandpa had red hair.
I have red beard stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so do I. But I fucking dyed my beard now.
You got a red beard?
Not red, but there's little here and there, little reds. But I put just for men in my shit.
Dyeing your beard, I wonder.
I don't dye my hair, but my
But you
beard,
just-
I'm
what's the
not ready
reason-
for the grays yet.
You really? I feel like gray is in right now.
Nah, man. I don't want to look like fucking this guy.
The straight Anderson Cooper is a classic.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, dude. I get it. I've never wanted to dye my hair or
Me neither.
do anything like that, but I guess I would.
So this is what happened. Not more than two. Cause probably a couple years ago, a girl I was with got me for my birthday, I guess go to a beard salon or whatever. I was like, I don't want to go there. She was like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take you there. So I go. They fucking put the dye in, but they did it nice. They fucking They gave me a nice haircut, put the dye in, fucking moisturized it, whatever
Fuck
the
your
fuck was-
life.
conditioner. I came out. I was like, man, I like this shit.
Yeah.
And then I just kept doing it.
You kept doing it, and you feel good about it. You don't feel like
Listen, if women fucking do their eyelashes, their hair, I could put a little dye in my beard.
because
here
you
and
so you
there.
don't feel like a lamb put dye in your beard.
I do. I feel like a lamb,
Yeah.
yeah, I
No,
do
because a lot
sometimes.
of times it's hard for men sometimes to want to groom ourselves because, like if I want to go get my eyebrows done or something like that, she'll basically be like, "What do you,
Nah, the
what? You're not
eyebrows,
a real
nah.
guy."
Yeah, I don't touch none of that. Listen, the only thing I do that's like that is I get pedicures, but I won't go to the thing. I won't go to the nail thing without a woman.
Okay.
Because if you go by myself, then you're a lamb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if you go with a woman, it's like, all right,
That's
I'm
true.
taking her to get her shit done, but let me
It's
get
like
my
a
shit
spa
done
day.
while I wait. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I get that. Yeah, my girl, she would want me to do more of that stuff, like manicures, pedicures, but I always feel massages, but I always feel like, it's kind of lamb. But I think now you're actually inspiring me to do that stuff. If Nems could do it, so could I.
Exactly, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
You hear that?
You gotta take her though when you get your shit done. You can't go alone.
Well, she got me a massage gift certificate, and I fucking
Nah, I
lost
fuck
it.
with massages.
You do?
Absolutely.
This place.
Only by a woman though. When I
Right.
go in, I be like, yo, who you got massaging me?
Yeah.
Oh, we got fucking Steve and we got fucking
Yeah.
Ann. All right, tell Steve, nah, I don't.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not gonna have a man caressing my body.
So we go, unless it looks like John. So we go, need those eyes. So we
Hell, you see what he did with his eyes?
and his sip, you see that sip?
Yo,
So-
he's sitting there while we're talking, playing with his mustache, bro.
I know, it's kind of wild, dude. I see Pasquale's kind of looking at that. and he's like, yo, what the? So we go to Puerto Rico 2 years ago, right? Whole trip, Puerto Rico, family, beautiful trip. We stay in Dorado, Ritz-Carlton, Preserve, amazing, unbelievable trip of a lifetime for me, Jazz, and our kids, and Jazz's mom. Beautiful. So Jazz says, you know what? one of these days because we did it for a birthday, I want to give back to you. They have a world-class spa there. Spa of spas there, right? So she's like, I got you a massage. Just you, 2 hours, booked it out. I'm thinking Puerto Rico, beautiful Puerto Rican women. I even saw the masseuses all banging, all beautiful Puerto Rican girls, right? It's Puerto Rico. So she goes, it's great. You're going to love it. I'm like, awesome. So I go there and I'm like, hey, I'm here for the massage and, 12 o'clock appointment. And they're like, and the girls are like, again, beautiful girls. They're like, oh yeah, papi, like, whatever, yeah, whatever. Yes, papi, whatever, we have your information, all this. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be fucking great.
That's your Puerto Rican accent?
Yeah, New York Rican. Yeah, she called me papi. So she goes, come right this way. So, right this way. So I go in, I'm waiting there, and first of all, you don't even have to get naked. I just got fully naked with a towel on. I was like, whatever. So all of a sudden, they had rocks, like a rock walkway. It was like really nice. I hear like these little feet coming in these rocks, like these mad little feet. And I was like, oh wow, she's gonna be petite, but it's gonna be dope. And then, this is gonna be dope. I swear to God, so it's gonna be dope, right? And I'm like envisioning like what's this girl's gonna look like, Penelope Cruz? Like what is this gonna be? This is awesome, like whatever. And then all of a sudden I hear like 3 little knocks with like a little hand. I'm like, ooh, yes. And then I hear, hello. And I'm like, I turn around. I literally have I was laying on my stomach. Half my ass was hanging out. He was like, hola, I am Pedro. And I'm like, oh no. He goes, why sign you up for the full body massage? And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, I just made up a name. I swear to God. I was like, I was supposed to get Claudia. He was like, we don't have a Claudia that work here. He goes, you have me, Pedro. I am number 1. And I was like, oh shit. He goes, okay. And then I swear, he goes, turn over on your back.
Oh,
and I go, oh no. So he goes, we're going to do the full body. And I was like, no. I said, you know what? I said, what? I said, I only have 20 minutes. I said, you can just. I said, just do my calves. I figured that's like the least. Just do my calves. He goes, that's all you want is the calves? I said, yeah. I said, just do my calves. So, huh? Well, I'm doing the accent. So he goes, just do my calves. So he's doing my calves and he's like rubbing my calves. And I got to be honest with you, bro. It felt amazing. I had so much tension in my calves. He goes, how about I do your feet? And I was like, fuck it, do my feet. So he starts doing my feet. And then he goes, oh, the 25 minutes are up. But it felt so good. I was like, you know what, dude? Just do it. So we do it. So he did the hamstrings,
so he gave you a hand
the
job?
quadriceps, earmuffs. Yeah. Yeah, dude. And then it was honestly, dude, even though like his little like Jiminy Cricket hands were like kind of took a little while to get used to, was the best massage I've ever had in my life. I think guys give better massages, even though women are the ones we want.
So this is a good time for a voicemail, actually.
Yes, let's hear it.
All about this.
Okay. Here we
Hey, what's up, Chrissy? It's Dan from the West Coast again. Sorry, I was doing an accent again. Yeah, I'm a few episodes behind, but I heard you and your boy Mikey talking about rub maps. Is it just on the East Coast you guys didn't know about this? Because on the West Coast, this has been like a known thing for, God, I want to say like 15 years. I mean, that website looks old because it was literally made when websites still looked that way. And a buddy of mine told me about it many, many years ago. Used it a few times. A subscription cost used to be cheaper. But here's what I want to say about rub maps and about massage parlors in general. It's basically an escort system. You're going in there and you're having their company. That includes anything the girl's willing to negotiate for. Most of the ones on rub maps do full sex. They do, sometimes they only do one, but for the most part, those are all full sex. There's none on there that aren't, from my knowledge. And then the other thing you get from the membership, from when I had it from before, I think you get like...
from when I had it from before.
like in the comments, because you can't get that otherwise. It's all very secretive.
It's not a secret anymore.
I could be your rub maps expert. If you're looking for somebody to let you know about how to get it handy, huh? I'll help you guys out. No big deal. No problem, huh?
Whoa.
Right. Whoa. Like you guys do.
Sounds like he wants to give you a fucking hand job.
dude. I mean, if you
That
hit
sounds
my
like a regular escort.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
So what is it? She just comes over and jerks
200
them off. It's like a
roses.
jerk off Yelp.
I guess it's a mix of that and also like it tells you which massage parlors.
If I have a woman,
Yeah.
Right. Which
Yeah,
ones?
yeah.
Rub maps. Which ones of these massage places will also give you a happy ending?
yeah, but if I got a woman coming to my house, she's gonna be doing more than fucking jerking me off.
Right.
He said full escort
Absolutely.
service, so.
Yeah, it sounded like that was the whole menu was on the
You
table.
should talk to Alex about Rub Maps as a sponsor.
Rub maps as a sponsor. It's actually not a bad idea. Because it's kind of one of those things.
So it's a regular escort service.
Rub
Yeah.
Maps code chaos.
Well, is it? But that's the thing. Is it illegal if you're getting a massage and they like what happens if you get a massage and she doesn't touch you down there, but you just bust it out anyway? Is that
Right.
a problem?
Well, and who's to say you didn't develop real feelings in the middle of it and
Yeah.
you guys fell in love and then it's not even a transaction anymore. It's a romantic relationship.
What do you think, John?
I told you guys, both my brothers have used it before and they had good reviews.
But is it
Oh, it's a
illegal?
real thing.
Is it
John
illegal?
grew the mustache. He's
Yeah.
been going
Like
and
how
rubbing
can
tugs.
they? Like I can understand. I understand a brothel, but like a massage place, if they're giving you happy endings, how is that illegal?
No, I think it is illegal.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but how would they know? Like, what the
Well-
FBI's gonna kick in the door while
no,
they're
no,
getting
no, no,
massaged?
no. It's just like they don't care about it. Like the weed trucks in Queens.
Yeah.
Like,
No, if it becomes a big enough issue locally where people start reporting it, like it happened actually in Rockland in Blauvelt when I was in high school. There was this house that was across the street from a residential area, looked completely not like a business, and was a total rub and tug. And it got like enough wives found out that their husbands were just kind of exiting this weird side of the road house for no reason, and then they started calling it in. So they started a whole sting, like a county-wide sting for this house.
Robert
I
Kraft,
want to
right?
be the
Yeah,
undercover
exactly.
that goes in there.
Yeah, right, exactly. He comes and then he goes, you're under
You're
arrest.
under arrest.
Yeah, I mean, in Amsterdam, I was in Amsterdam to start the little Europe
Run to
run.
the purple light.
What's the purple light?
The
The red light is the girls.
the blue light is the men.
Okay.
The purple light is
Where
when I
dreams
went-
come true.
Yeah, when I went in front of, they looked like women. And I'm like, why do they got a purple light? And then I look down, and they're not hiding it. It's just like looks like a fist
Really?
in the bikini bottom.
Full
Like,
chandelier.
oh, that's what's purple.
Because I was
All
asked,
right.
because I walked through the red light just to see it.
Yeah,
And-
that's like a tourist thing.
And I was kind of like, where's the dick and balls here? Like, you got, like, why isn't that with the world we live in? How come that's not pressed up against the plexiglass? And we're not saying I'm looking for that, but it would be, just wanted to see. But you're saying there was another district there called the blue
Yeah,
light.
you go like you go like around a certain corner because when in Amsterdam you see everything in like 2-3 days. There's everything
Yeah.
you need to see. So I was out there for a week. So every night we'd be like, all right, we ain't got nothing else to do. Let's walk around the red light district and fucking make jokes and have
Yeah.
fun. And I guess one night we made like a left at the wrong place or something. And I'm like, oh, what purple lights? What the fuck is this? And then they look like women. They got the bikinis on. Then when you look down, they're like, oh,
Wow.
bing
Nice.
bong.
Oh.
Isn't it amazing they figured out the bathroom issue before America could?
Yeah.
It's like just different colored lights.
That's it,
It's
dude.
fine.
And you know what's crazy in Amsterdam, right? I was talking to the Amsterdam comic out there. He was saying prostitution and weed are both illegal in Amsterdam. They're just the police don't care.
Yeah.
So, but they actually on the books are not legal. Prostitution's not legal, and neither is weed.
Well, isn't that a new thing too that they've shut off the service to tourists because it became like almost too
Yeah.
annoying?
What do you mean?
Like in Amsterdam, if you aren't from there, you can't. Like you're supposedly not supposed to be able to buy weed, but obviously it's like Ireland with drinking. You could be 12 and walk in and they'll serve
Bro,
you.
the amount of bicycles in that city,
Ridiculous.
I cannot believe more people don't just get kicked off their bicycles into the canal. Bro, people are zipping past you at like 30 miles an hour
Yep.
all day. I'm surprised tourists don't get hit all the
Yeah.
time because like you're not used to it. They said that they take 14,000 bicycles out of the canal a year.
With that giant magnet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then
I
they
saw
got
that.
then they got these piss. When you walk out, you could pee outside. They have these piss walls out there where you walk in and you could piss on like this metal circular thing, and you piss on it because so many guys were getting drunk and pissing in the canal and dying that they had to come up with some other type of solution.
piss wall.
Yeah, everywhere you walk, you walk every 5 blocks. It's a piss wall.
That's a missed opportunity for a prostitute. They should
Yeah.
be a piss wall.
yeah, just get it. Yeah,
Give me $5, piss on my face.
yeah, dude.
That's
Yo.
a nice soundbite. That's a nice clip right there.
Yo, and believe it or not, bro, I'm telling you, I love, you know, born and raised here in New York. I take the pizza very seriously. Some of the best pizza I've ever had in my life was in Belfast. Belfast,
Really?
Northern Ireland, this place called Flout Pizza. I walked in, the guy was blasting Wu-Tang. And then I was like, what the fuck? And then he made, specifically for us, he made a breakfast pizza because it was like 11:30 in the morning. He made a breakfast pizza that was like out of my nuts. And then he made a pepperoni pie. That was some of the best, literally some of the best pizza I've ever had in my life. So shout out Flout Pizza. That guy is fucking money, bro.
Some of the worst pizza I've ever had, Paris.
Yeah, Paris is
Disgusting.
gross.
Shit, fucking fuck their life.
Yeah, Paris. Jazz and I went to Paris. All we did was eat Italian food all day in Paris. I couldn't find any French food. I don't even know what French food is. What is French food? Snails and French fries?
Yeah, it's like the French fries and who got my man Greg Una got a French restaurant. It's on like 21st Street. It's like steak and frites.
Duck.
Yeah.
That shit like
Duck l'orange.
When
Yeah,
you go
I'm not
out
into
to
that.
rap in these countries, they consume so much American rap. They're fucking with you the whole time, right?
Absolutely.
They love you.
100%.
Because comedy is difficult because a lot of times they don't know what the hell we're even saying.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of bombing.
Like if I was performing in Paris, chilling. So you can't go to Paris and do comedy. They don't know what the fuck you're saying.
No.
Yeah.
No. Or you could, even the ones who understand English. It's like to understand comedy in a language, you really got to know that language. Like
Exactly.
I could speak a little Spanish. I don't know comedy in Spanish. I don't have a command on the language like that.
Absolutely.
So, but with music, they fuck with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%.
And so, do you feel like doing? But it's the same situation I was saying before the show started. Like it's almost like it's fun to go out there, but it's like you spend a lot of time out there. The conversion rates, like you're just like, man, I could just stay at home. You feel the same way there with music.
Yeah. I mean, you're always gonna get homesick, but you go and have fun.
Do you
Make
think
the
this shit
best.
is healthy?
Absolutely not.
Okay, because I was gonna.
I don't eat vegetables, bro. What are you gonna take a sip of my shit, bro? Just relax. Nah, but I don't eat fucking vegetables.
Why
So
don't you eat vegetables?
I don't like them. I eat pizza and eat fast food. That's
And
it.
you don't give a fuck if you drop dead at 50. You don't be like, yo, I lived a good life, and that's
Get what
it.
the fuck I want to do.
I like that, bro. But what if
Fuck.
you have kids? Though, you're gonna change your mind.
Man, fuck them little motherfuckers. You
Yes, sir. Get them
know what
ducks.
I'm saying? Live how you want.
Yo, what side do you want? No, I'm kidding. No, man, if the Ducks can do it, so can we. Yeah. So wait, and you got a new you're doing a podcast outside now.
Yeah, outside with Gorilla Nems. Paz is my co-host.
I love it, bro.
And outside is like a fucking another character.
That's what it feels like too. It's like you also like everybody does a podcast in the studio now. It's like we can't. You got to do it outside
Listen,
in the house.
yesterday we filmed. One person got knocked out twice on the block. Well, like while we were
You
filming.
caught it on camera?
Caught it on camera.
Yes.
And then someone else got jumped in the store next door.
Yeah.
All while we were filming.
Yeah. So that's the podcast right there.
Yeah. There you go.
So where do you do it in the same?
So
location?
we do it most of the time in front of my store on Mermaid Avenue in Coney Island, but when I was on tour, we did it in Chicago. We did it in Vegas.
outside.
Outside. We fucking
I love that idea.
I've done it we've done it all over the fucking place outside.
And people in the neighborhood obviously know who you are. They just come and stop and want to be part of the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So it's you just commenting on outside,
I
or are
have
you
like a
having long
fucking
form?
late night desk.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm sitting there and then my guys have fucking like lawn chairs. We're just fucking chilling on the block.
And see, I think one of your superpowers too is like being in the neighborhood and like making fun of the neighborhood. A lot of time, I bet you'll get approached as time goes on, like, oh, you should do a roast. You should have your own TV show.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. You do it
This
in the
is what
lane
I
that
do.
you do it in. It's
Exactly.
great. Like, do you
Exactly.
want to do stand-up comedy? Or are you happy doing it the way you're doing it?
I tried stand-up. Listen, I have such a respect for stand-up comedy, man. It's like, as you know, you always get people in the neighborhood that are just funny motherfuckers.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Paz. Paz is the same way. Paz was a stand-up comedy too.
Yeah.
He had 2 heart attacks and then he lost his talent for it. You know what I'm saying? Well, every time after the heart attacks, he's bombed.
Who knew funny was in your ventricle?
Yeah. Yo,
You had 2 heart attacks? How old are you?
19 strokes he had.
What? Oh, you had 2 heart attack vaccine. Yo,
No, no,
bro,
no,
have
no.
a smoothie, man. It's good for you.
No, but he really had 2 open heart surgeries and 19
Holy
strokes.
shit.
19 strokes?
Fucking-
Sounds like the name of your next album.
So he was doing stand-up comedy. He was doing good. I seen some shows. He was doing good. And then after the shits,
I get
he
it,
did
man.
stand-up comedy and he fucking bombed every time.
I was on a show with you, by the way. Remember that weed event? Were you at that?
Those are the worst.
The absolute worst,
yo,
dude.
To do comedy and at a weed event is the dumbest shit because people are high and they don't fucking laugh.
Right.
Especially if it's centralized, like, because I do a show where it's edible crowd work and it's fun because they're there for that.
Yes.
But if it's a weed event where the idea is to get fucked up and then, oh, there's comedy here, it's never good. And not to mention, like, those events, it sucks because I love weed.
Yeah.
But everybody there is on, like, a heroin level amount of weed to where they're nodded out, they're barely focusing, they forget to make audible reactions to what you're saying.
They think they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
They're just stuck on stupid.
Yes.
Right. Did you guys bomb?
Perfect way to put that. Yeah, everybody
Stuck on
bombed.
Stupid's hilarious.
Everybody bombed.
Everybody. So I tried it. I tried stand-up comedy and quickly I treat it like when I rap, I don't need to prepare.
You're good.
I'm just good with it. I've been doing it my whole life. Comedy, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go up and just fuck with the crowd. Don't ever disrespect me. Nah, it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. People were laughing, but I was like, nah, this.
You know how you feel.
gotta prepare for this. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
This is something I gotta have like shit to talk about, and it's not just. I'm not at that level where I could just make fun of people like
Right.
like
and
that.
I think too in like today's society, like for some reason, like people want you to be like good at everything, especially if you're on social media. It's like, bro, just stick on the one thing you're good at and make that thing good. Don't
Absolutely.
You try to do 20 different things, all of them are gonna suck.
Yep.
As opposed to just one thing, bang that out.
It's that Hedberg joke where he talks about like when you're good at stand-up, they try to give you a TV show. That's like if you're a farmer or if you're a cook, they're like, can you also farm?
Yeah.
It's like that's not the same thing.
Yeah, dude. I feel like there's a lot of like pressure, especially on the younger. These guys, John, you're like 25 years old. It's like, you grew up in a place where like, you have to know how to do all these fucking things, dude. Just do one thing, man. You should just be your thing is mustaches. That's your thing.
Yeah.
You're the one thing you're good at. You almost died in a car accident too.
I did, yeah. It was
What
crazy.
happened?
I was a senior in high school, and
Were you a virgin still?
I was absolutely a virgin.
Are you
yeah.
virgin still?
I am circed, yeah.
Okay.
I'm cut.
I am Cirque du Soleil.
But no, my family was doing a road trip, and we were,
Oh, like O'Doyle rules. O'Doyle. Oh!
You just hit a banana peel.
and we were in an RV. It was me and my two brothers. I had 4 cousins and my uncle, and we were going up 95, coming back from Florida, and somebody like tapped us, and we jackknifed on the highway, flipped over, rolled the RV.
Holy
We were
shit.
towing a Jeep Wrangler.
Damn.
And they're like made of like almost pressboard. They're not structural at all. So like when we jackknifed, the Wrangler tore the back of the RV off, and me and my twin brother were just chilling in the back, like playing video games on a bed. Nobody's buckled. Nobody besides the driver and the passenger. So we got ejected out of the RV. We rode the fucking mattress out of the RV into the woods. I know.
What?
No, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. And like I know you can relate. Like when you get that adrenaline rush, like you can't even process what happened. I always compare it to like the start of Lost. If you guys watch that show, like just like waking, like what the fuck? And I'm like, people should have died in that. Everybody was more or less okay. There were a few like broken bones and stuff, but like
I bet your brain still hasn't caught up.
no,
Like,
even
not
so, like, I think
entirely.
about it. It's like unreal. I have a picture of it. We can throw.
Ejected
You have the
from
picture?
the fucking car.
Yeah, somewhere. I don't know if I have it on my phone. I probably do. But
Riding a mattress after a car accident is like an Aladdin level escape, dude.
If you
fucking
weren't on
nuts.
that mattress, you would have got skinned, right?
I could have fucking hit a tree. Like I said, we went into the woods. They
And
shut
no
down.
trees.
Oh
no
my
trees.
God.
Imagine you survive that and then immediately just get eaten by a bear.
I love how I have this pussy story. You get gasoline poured on you. You flip 9 times. This kid rides a fucking mattress into the woods. Unreal.
And all I'm doing is making fun of his mustache. This guy's got gold. And I'm like, nice mustache, you lamb.
Yeah, no, they landed a helicopter on 95.
Whoa.
It, like took my cousin to the hospital.
Shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Your
God
cousin
tried
is
to
the one
take
who
out
got
your
hurt the
whole
most?
bloodline.
Nah, honestly, my twin brother did. He broke like 3 vertebrae, but I rode with him in the ambulance. They only had room
Wow.
for. Yeah.
Does he still feel the effects of it today?
He not so much. I have like permanent like laceration, like lower back damage on my.
Wait, did you feel back pain like Double Dragon?
Yeah,
From your
yeah,
twin brother?
yeah, pretty much.
So what
yeah.
happened to the car that made it happen?
We got like an insurance thing, but like nobody really like we don't really know what happened. Like they did pull over, but like insurance covered it.
Nah, that's
the
like
fucked-
a
yeah,
the
that's the
guy
thing,
that cut
like
me
you said,
off. He just kept going, that fucking scumbag.
Really? He has
shit.
no idea what even happened. He's probably at your shows like,
Yeah.
he doesn't even realize. He doesn't realize he almost killed you. Yo, wow, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking about that before, that like right now, because of the accident, I have to fill out all this paperwork, take pictures of injuries, go to doctor's appointments, all this shit. The kid that drilled us like got a ticket on site and then is just living his life.
Yeah.
There's just no problem.
It's just like it's a wild situation, man. I can't. So wait a second. So you slide out of the mattress,
Correct,
On
yeah.
the mattress. What happened to the other people? What were they doing?
So I mean,
You
everybody
holding
got
onto it though. Like, are you aware that you're sliding? You're just
it happened in like
You have
4
like,
seconds.
one uncle who was like, yeah, like they find him. He's got a cucumber in his ass. Like it's from the accident.
No, you know, it's funny you say that though. Like we have a bathroom in there. We have a kitchen. It basically fucking exploded, like splintered everywhere. My brother, I like walk up my little brother, and I'm like, we think he's covered in blood. It's all ketchup. He's just covered like from the kitchen.
Really?
Yeah.
And shit, your guy's
Yeah,
shitting piss.
pretty
He
much,
is.
yeah,
Everybody,
yeah.
everybody had pink eye.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. No, it was nuts, man. Like
Damn.
I'm seeing somebody. We all could have died easily. Like,
It's still that because how many years ago was that?
2016, so 8.
Yeah, dude, that's like a literal life-changing event. No wonder why your brother's always in rub and tugs.
Yeah, no.
He only dates
unreal.
girls that speak Spanish. These guys are all fucked up.
A little bit,
Yeah.
You know what that is? Probably taking trips to DR and Colombia and just fucking hookers.
That's what
and
it
now
is.
he came back. Now that's all his fetish.
That's your thing.
Chill,
That's grown
chill.
up. Yo, wow, bro, that's crazy, man. I feel like I need a good car accident story. I don't. What can I make? I got hit by. I actually did get hit. I got into just a put. My father, my very first car was purple. It was a Pontiac Grand Am. We used to call it the flying eggplant. And it was
Hey, yo.
it was actually it was my stepmom's car, and she used to like let me have it like during the week, and then they let me have it one. Oh, what is that? Oh, is that the picture of it?
Sure, yeah. Sorry, go.
holy shit.
You took it from the fucking helicopter?
Yeah, my cousin did. Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh,
Isn't that funny? You always want that too. I went to the EMT guy and I was
Holy
like, take a picture of the
smokes.
car. I was like,
That's
please.
crazy. Where's the
dude, and-
mattress? Just deep in the woods?
Yeah. So yeah, and get this. So they took
Yo.
everybody out, like EMS.
We're gonna post this.
Yeah, no, we'll throw it in there. But here you throw it. But our phones were in there. They the fucking construction cleanup took our phones. They robbed our shit
Wow.
from the. Yeah, we came back like 3 days later.
Big.
Yeah.
Dirt bags.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like we tracked them. And it was like some dude's house. It was in Virginia, I think, where the
And they
accident
stole
was.
it. It's like the young people versus the old people. Now it's like a young mindset versus an old mindset.
I said this on my podcast yesterday, so I don't want to redo it. But listen, the most scared I've ever been is in a fucking room full of high school kids now.
Yeah,
At
bro.
this age now, I walked into the other day to get a smoothie. It must have been right when high school let out. It was filled with high school. I was fucking terrorized. I wasn't. They didn't do nothing to me, but I was like, fuck, man. I don't
Yeah.
want to be around these fucking people.
They're like out of control,
They're
right?
loud, they're obnoxious, they're annoying.
Yeah.
And
Impulsive.
and it's like, what if a fight breaks out?
Yeah.
One, I'm supposed to bait them up, but what if they start whooping my ass? What if I
Right.
start getting jumped? It's gonna be all over. Yo, Gorilla Nems jumped by fucking
Yeah.
10 fucking 16-year-olds. It'd be
And there's
horrible.
also no rules. There's no lines with them. Like they'll start beating you up and then all start sucking your dick. You don't know what the fuck's going on. You're like, holy shit! But it's not a thing. There's no buckets anymore. Like John grew up in a world where there's no. You're just a human being.
Why does
Yeah.
your mind go straight to this sucking your dick?
the old fist fight to dick suck
Yeah,
transition.
right?
Bro, how about that? Speaking of that, how about this? You ready for this? I actually called Jazz from London because I was so shaken up by this. What are you guys doing over there? Sorry. I was so shaken up. And this is how I know I got a good one on her. She just fucking laughed at me. Rather than like comforting me, she just started laughing at me because she's like an old school Latina girl. She's just like, yo, be a man and fucking punch him in the face. So I was in the sauna, right? So I'm in the sauna at this gym in
That's
London.
already lammy.
Can you tell the story?
Yeah. So I was in, it's already lamb. So I'm in the sauna, right? And
Naked?
butt naked. So I'm
Man.
in the sauna and
You go in the saunas with towels on or just straight?
no, I go with I had the towel on, but it was I was in there alone at first, so I was just letting the balls flap out a little bit. But I had there with the towel, I was ripping farts. So I'm in there.
Ripping farts in the sauna. is
Yeah,
crazy.
bro. It's so I'm in the sauna, whatever, right? And this guy walks into the sauna, right? And he was a guy who he actually worked at the gym. I saw him the day before. He worked at the front desk. He was a cool guy. He signed me in, like, whatever, good guy, you know, like. I actually invited the whole gym to my comedy show that night. I was like, come through, whatever.
You needed the extra people.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro. So I was like, yo, I invited them. I said, invite everyone you've ever met in your life. Bring them to the show. And so I'm sitting in there, and the guy come and he's like, oh, how was the show last night? I was like, oh, it's good, you know, whatever. Again, was just sitting in the sauna. I was like, they let you work here? I was like, they let you sit in the sauna even though you work here? He goes, oh yeah, it's grand. We can all work here. It's no problem at all. I'm like, oh great. So we're just sitting there, whatever. And then he looks over at me and he goes, how was your night last night? And I was like, oh good. I was like, we went to this place, that place. I said, and then we wound up at the end at like 2:00 in the morning. The only restaurant that was open was this place called Meat Liquor. Like, but I didn't think about it, because it's meat and liquor. But this place was called Meat Liquor. They have banging burgers. So this place, it was called Meat Liquor. Yes. So it was called Meat Liquor. So he goes, "Is that a gay bar?" And I was like, and I go, "No." I said, I don't think so. You know, whatever. It was just whatever. And then he goes, "You don't think it was a gay bar, or you don't think you're gay?" And I was like,
what?
There it comes.
I go, nah, man. I was like, I'm not gay. And then he goes, well, you're a beautiful man. And then he put his hand on my shoulder.
Nah.
Yo, and I was like, and I said to him, I was like, listen, I was like, I respect you and your community, but don't fucking touch me.
Yeah.
Not in here, don't touch me. And then he goes, all right, I'm sorry. And then I go, yeah. And then he fucking opened up his towel and had like his dick and balls, like just fucking sitting there, dripping sweat.
Nah.
And I was like, holy shit. And I said, bro, put your towel on. I was like, and he was like, all right, you know, it's just a sauna. He goes, it's not a big deal to be naked in the sauna. I was like, yeah, well, don't. And then I went to get up, and he stood in front of me, like in front, like
nah,
I
no
swear
way.
to God, bro.
Where was this?
Wow.
London. And I said, dude, I don't want to have to like get physical. I said, I'm walking out that door.
You got sauna Louis.
Get the fuck out of my face, right? And then he goes, all right. And then he moved to the side. But I was like a little like, yo, what the fuck?
He was gonna rape you.
My heart was beating. Yeah, bro. And then I went and took a cold shower because you needed just
And you
fucking
cried?
just rock
You
hard.
cried like Ace Ventura?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. So Ray Finkel. So
Did he have the fucking hammer or what?
no, bro, it wasn't bad. It was uncircumcised too, so it looks bigger. Yeah, he was like, "You're gonna have to suck your way out." So I hit the cold shower, and then I turned around, and he was fucking standing there, just staring at me, and I was like, dude, I was like, first of all.
First, he said, man, first of all.
No, you get like shaken up. I was like, first of all, I don't appreciate you looking at me like that. Second of all, it's not normally this small. It was the cold shower. And then I walked away. But bro, it was one of those things. Look at that. Yeah. Yes. Borat. Could you imagine filming that scene?
Unreal.
But it was one of those things where like I got so shaken up by it, like I had to call Jasmine. I had to call Jasmine, and she was like trying not to laugh, but she was like, like what'd you do? And I was like, I just like feeling like push. It was one of those honest moments where I was like, should I tell the manager? Like, should I? Because I was like,
First of all, yes.
Because I was like much bigger. I was like 3 times the size, so I knew that I was like, I'll just throw this guy. But if he was like a fucking big dude, like I was like, yo, there might not be a way for me to get out of this because I can't get to the door. Yeah. And then so it was like one of those bizarre experiences where I was like, I felt like weird. I was like, what do? I felt like conflicted. Like, do I tell the gym? But I didn't. I just fucking left and called Jazz.
I have a similar experience.
Do you really? Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 5 million members. It is the most fun and exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. You just pick more or less or 2 or more player stats for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. That's a lot of cash. With Prize Picks, you could turn $10 into $1,000 in a single game watching your favorite sports this summer. You can make a Prize Picks lineup in as little as 60 seconds. You just need to pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you're locked in, baby. Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. The finals mean more on Prize Picks, and so do the star players. You get boosted payouts on select basketball stars that you won't find anywhere else. When the finals are over, the hoops action doesn't stop, baby. Prize Picks keeps going. Women's basketball is just getting started with young stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese looking to make names for themselves alongside greats like Breanna Stewart and Asia Wilson. You could win up to 100 times your cash watching them ball out, baby. Listen, here's how it works. Like this week on Prize Picks, you're looking at the basketball board and you could say, you can have Anthony Edwards a couple weeks ago when the T-Wolves were playing. You would have Anthony Edwards for more than 29 points and Jason Tatum for more than 10 rebounds, or Jaylen Brown for more than 25 points and Tyrese Halliburton for more than 10 assists. Caitlin Clark for more than 3.5 three-pointers made and Breanna Stewart for more than 23 points. Stuff like that. So you see it's fun and you're watching two games, two things. It's awesome. So Prize Picks, as always, for being a part of the show and a loyal listener, you're going to get a discount, babe, because that's how we frickin' roll. All you got to do is download the Prize Picks app today and use the code CHAOS for a first deposit match of up to $100. Download the Prize Picks app today, PRIZEPICKS, Prize Picks app today. Use the code CHAOS, CHAOS, for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks, pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
Chrissy Chaos. This episode of Chrissy Chaos is brought to you by BetterHelp. Another perfect advertisement for me to read. BetterHelp, guys. Get... oh, shit, let me just do that again. This episode of Chrissy Chaos is brought to you by BetterHelp. Another perfectly suited advertiser for me. Guys, BetterHelp. Get paired with the greatest therapist that you could possibly have for yourself. You go to BetterHelp.com, enter in all your information, what you want to get checked out, what you want to work on, your goals, all that stuff, and then you get paired with a therapist. If you like them, great. If not, you can move on to the next until you find one suitable for you. How great is that? Mental health catered to your individual needs. So if you've benefited from therapy, oh, that's just for me. Sorry.
You have benefited from
therapy. I have benefited from
Yes.
therapy quite a bit. And to be honest, I'm going to need it ongoing from now on. And I do think I'm going to go to BetterHelp. So guys, all you have to do is go to betterhelp.com/chaos. That's BetterHelp.com/chaos today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/chaos. We all could use it, even if you don't feel like you need it. It's a great exercise for your brain. Get all your feelings and thoughts out there, and then attack the world with a brand new perspective. BetterHelp.com/chaos.
Check this. So I don't really fuck with the sauna.
Right.
I'm in the I go to the spa in Jersey, right? And it's they have a men locker room and a women locker room. So I'm with a girl, you know what I'm saying? But I thought we were going to the spa, we get to chill together. We get to, the back, we'll go, whatever.
Sure.
Nah, it wasn't like that. So they got the woman one, the men one. I go into the men one, man, old dudes, fucking flagrantly gay guys, just walking around butt naked. I'm like, nah, this ain't for me, man. And I'm stuck there by myself while she's getting ready, or she had a massage. I don't know what the fuck. I had like a half hour, 40. So I'm just walking around like, what the fuck am I gonna do? This is what. So I go in the sauna. I'm like, let me kill some time. I sit in there by myself.
Yeah.
A guy comes in. This is a big ass sauna, bro.
Yeah.
He sits right next to me like this.
Yo.
Butt ass naked, bro.
Yeah.
And I just looked at him like, fuck the audacity. And I just got up and left.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't physically.
But he was just,
He didn't call me a beautiful man and try
Yeah,
to
but he's
fuck
a
me.
beautiful man. He touched my shoulder, which is crazy because you hear a man say that, like it made me feel good. I flexed my pecs, and I was like, I don't. Sometimes, like, I was like, it's weird where you're just
wet skin to skin. That's like
Oh,
father
dude.
to infant. That's too much, man. That's like.
When I was in France last year, I went to the gym, and I told our tour guide the next day, I was like, I've been looking for gyms out here. And the tour guide said, oh, I'm surprised you're going to the gym. I said, why? She goes, oh, like gyms aren't big in Europe. It's mostly for gay men looking for other gay men.
Really?
That's what she said to me in France. I don't know how true that. I was in Marseille. And then 3 years ago at my old gym,
There you go.
I'm in the steam room, and a guy walks in, and it's like super steamy. I can't see anything. He comes in, and I just hear him go, oh, nice seeing you here. And I just thought it was like a guy from the gym, and I said, you too. And then he sat down across from me. I didn't hear anything. And then he just, he got close to me, and then he looked at me, and he said, oh, sorry, I thought you were somebody else. Then he backed up, and then another guy came in. They sat next to each other, and I just heard him every few seconds go, and then he would cover it up and go, and then he kept moaning and then coughing to cover up. So he was definitely getting jerked off by the guy. He definitely thought I was the guy he was supposed to meet. And then the other guy came in, and that was his actual partner.
Who the fuck moans from a hand job?
Right?
Did you feel left out?
So every time I've told people this story, they're like, "Why did you stay?"
Yeah, facts.
But I have 15 minutes to get my heat therapy
Nah,
in.
get the fuck out
I'm
of
not
here.
wasting it. I'm not.
You're both getting it in.
I had
Once
15
I hear the
minutes.
first moan, bro, I'm getting the fuck out of
Time's
there.
precious.
No, it's a big sauna. It's like me, Chris is
It
over there, I'm
doesn't-
over here.
That matters?
I'm not gonna get any jizz on me. I can stay there. You know?
Oh, my kid just walked in. Whoops. Hey, what can you do? We got a trampoline in the backyard now.
Nice.
Everyone wants to jump around. It's got a 200. What is the weight limit, Jazz? 230
I'll
pounds?
crack that shit in half.
330. How much do you weigh?
330, I'm like 350.
350? Damn. It'd be great to get you jumping on it. It'd be
Nah, get the fuck outta
That'd be
here.
a funny way to end the podcast. Him just fucking breaking my kid's brand new trampoline. And then go, Big Mom, fuck your life. And then we walk out.
It's like the end of the man show.
Yeah.
Yo, but let's get back to why you stayed in the
why'd you
fucking
stay?
sauna, bro.
I
It
have.
doesn't matter how much time you have,
I
bro.
got 2
You
hours
hit-
at the gym. I like to get my sauna in at the end before work. Sauna, steam room. You get a really nice recovery. Helps shed the water weight. Feels great.
So you didn't matter. It didn't matter that there was flying jizz everywhere.
No. I mean, I think it's gayer for you to be like, oh, I can't handle this and I'm gonna leave. Why, are
No,
you
it's
getting worked
gay to
up?
stay in and right next to
Yeah.
two guys jerking off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna float with the mist and like touch your
Yeah,
lip
bro.
or something.
No,
dude.
no.
Like microscopic jizz.
I couldn't even see. The steam room was so steamy, I couldn't even see what was happening.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, but it's not like I was getting involved.
Indirectly.
Yeah, how do you know he was jerking them off? He could have been fucking them.
I wouldn't know the difference, so it doesn't even matter. If a tree falls in the forest.
Yeah, but you're in the forest. But you were in the forest. You were under the tree.
Yeah. In a different part of the forest.
If two
Nah,
trees
no-
fuck each other in the forest.
Chris's story is the worst.
Yeah, bro.
No, you were assaulted.
I mean,
Yeah, dude.
that's wild. I'm surprised you didn't tell, because you can either fight or tattle. Like that's the only thing you
But
can
both
do
of
in
them
that
felt
moment.
well. Yeah, the tattling just felt even gayer. Like I was like, I might as well have sucked his cock then if I'm gonna
Yeah.
tattletale.
Fair.
So my buddy runs a gym, and
All right, I
recently
jerked him off. Whatever.
my buddy runs a gym, and he recently found the website where like dudes go into the gym, and like it's so the gay website is.
How'd he find it?
I don't know how he found it. I don't know why. I didn't ask him any questions, but he sent our group chat a screenshot of it. And like on those apps, it's not like Tinder where it's like you're this many miles away. It's you're this many like feet away.
On Grinder.
It's not Grindr. It's some other one. And like people will put up like I'm in a bathroom at Macy's.
Oh, it's
or-
like Find My Keys with the air tag.
exactly.
That's
shit.
crazy.
I mean, I'll show you the screenshot if you want to see it. It's
I do want to see it. I do need to know.
needs to
And
know.
what's that website again? Asking. We'll post it. I'll post it up right now. Just post it what that website is.
I gotta find it.
All right, let me ask you this too. While you're finding the gay website, yesterday, okay, I got locked out of the house. Okay, we got locked.
That shit sucks.
We got locked out of the house. The keys were just whatever happens. So I call a locksmith. Okay,
They charge crazy. It happened to me 2 weeks ago.
bro. So I get a locksmith. Right now, listen. He tells me. He came very quick. He tells me like, look, just want to let you know, opening this door, it's going to be $135 to open the door.
That's cheap.
Right? So I said, and I thought like, we tried this front door, it's bolt locked. He's like, I'm going to have to like, do drill, take tools. I was like, all right, that'll be worth it. But then he's like, you guys have a side door. So I said, yeah, we have a side door. This guy opened it in 5 seconds with a piece of cardboard. Like this guy was here for maybe 2 minutes total. Just like a piece of cardboard, bang, opened it. Charged me $135. That I paid because I was like, oh, we agreed upon it, whatever. But Jazz thinks we got hosed and he
did.
shouldn't have paid. But my thing is like, I felt like, yes, he had a piece of cardboard and he did it, but he told me it's going to be $135 no matter what.
He told you, and I think he did a service on top of it where he pointed out a soft spot in your security system.
He did. He told me, he was
Yeah.
like, you need to bolt lock this door at all times or at least have a chain on. He was like, this is way too easy to get in.
Yeah.
But what do you think? You would have paid the $135 if he opened your shit up with the credit?
Yeah, but I was locked out 2 weeks ago, bro. The guy tried to charge me fucking $450.
Just to get you back in your house?
Yeah, and I was like, nah. I called my mother. I was like, where you at?
Yeah.
She was like, yo, I'm like 15 minutes away. I said, all right, bring me my key.
Yeah, that's it.
I just waited. And
Yeah.
I told the guy, I felt bad. I gave the guy $40 for coming. But
Yeah,
that's
four-
about it.
that's
450
crazy.
is crazy.
Yeah,
I was
'cause
like, bro, I'm not paying 450. He's like, 375.
Yeah.
I was like, nah.
Nah.
Fuck out of here, bro. I'll break my door open.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
He couldn't even believe he got the $40. He's like, this is crazy. I'm going in there. He took that 40, went to the sauna. Yo.
Look at your phone.
Oh, look at my phone.
I sent it to you. So the app is called Sniffies.
Sniffies? I
Whoa.
kind of like that.
So don't
Do they
say,
got merch?
Don't say the name of the gym because I don't want my friend to get in trouble.
Okay. Sniffies. Sniffies cruisers were here. Okay. We got one guy says, need someone to stroke me. Pasquale is 18 strokes. Hit me up if you're trying to fuck
Whoa.
anyone here.
Hit me up if you're
Trying to fuck. It's HMU if you're trying to fuck. Wow, this guy, he's got a pretty hard dick right here.
Yeah.
Oh, it got
Wow.
their shit and everything?
They put the picture up and it says like they say like I'm in this sauna.
Why can't they be like men to women shit like
Because
that?
I think it's too unsafe for women. Because I think women would get assaulted all day. Guys,
Yo,
it's a
women,
different
you
thing.
gotta fucking toughen up, man.
You know they shut
agree.
down the Equinox in Midtown because the Equinox in Midtown basically became like a sex club.
Right. It was just guys
For
going to
men?
the
The
gym.
Only?
sauna was becoming a sex club where they had to just keep shutting it down because like it was getting out of hand.
Well, you know what it is too is like everybody.
Chris, why you going to the Equinox in fucking Midtown?
I'm in there with John's mustache on like that, just running around. Because that prep stuff, that HIV is like not a thing anymore, even in the gay community, because everyone takes that prep. So I think it's like one of my gay friends told me like sex is like wild in the gay community now because he was like nobody's gonna die anymore. You just won't. I mean, you get gonorrhea in your ass, but who hasn't had that? and so it's an interesting thing, like how sexual. Gay guys, it's like a different upbringing. Gay guys have relationships like men and women do have relationships in France. Cheating is not a thing. It doesn't matter. You only get penalized if you fall in love with somebody else, but you can have sex with whoever you want. You just get like in trouble for the weekend. It's not a big deal.
Yo, listen, and imagine in your 20s how horny you were. I could have busted like 8 nuts a day, 10 nuts a day
Right.
in my 20s. Like,
Right.
So imagine if that's available to you all right, I'm horny right now. Oh, 8 feet away, I'm fucking.
Bang,
You know what I'm saying?
bang.
Boom.
Bang it out.
Lunchtime, fucking 20 feet away, 2 blocks away, I'm fucking.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It's what it is. We live in this kind of low morality society.
I thought Stavros had a good line about this. You just said nobody in your league plays defense when talking to a gay guy, which is like 100% true.
It's true. It's all offense all day.
So they have no like morals, like they don't care what they look like.
Well,
they
no,
just
it's
want,
not morals. It's just like when
not morals, but they're like, I don't care how you look.
Like I remember, I was in Montreal. There used to be a big comedy festival out there. I was in Montreal. Was with we were all hanging out, and one of our friends, gay comic, he said he goes, "Oh, I'll be right back." Right? Just left for like 15 minutes. We didn't say, just we were all hanging outside a hotel. So he comes back 15 minutes later, and one of our other friends was like, man, you took a crazy shit. Or maybe it was longer, maybe it was 25 minutes ago. No, I wasn't shitting. He goes, I just had a guy come up into my room. And we were like, what? You were just so casual about it. He goes, yeah. He goes, I think it was Grindr. He goes, this guy on Grindr messaged me about whatever, an hour ago, said I was hot, whatever. And he was like, it says on Grindr, they say like what they want, like in the thing, like what the,
Like the bio, like the
this
Instagram
is
bio?
what I want. Like I'm all their terms or whatever. So he said the guy, they had the instructions where he gave him his hotel room number. He left the door open a little bit. My friend laid on the bed naked. This guy came in. Whatever they wanted to do, I think maybe it was like jerk off and a blowjob. Did that. No conversation. Nothing. No word. First time you ever met him is in these seconds when he walks through the door. Does it. This guy, I think, was all about. He just wants to give pleasure. That would get him off. He was like, and then that was it. And then the guy came down, was like, yeah, that's what I do every day since I've been in Montreal.
That's just so trusting.
I'm never doing this gay ass podcast again. Feel violated just being here.
Yeah, bro.
That just feels so dangerous
Yeah.
to just let a dude
Should
into
we
your
call
room.
this episode the sauna? Okay. Well, what are you doing next, Nems, besides fucking going to take a cold shower?
August 4th, I got Gorilla Fest in Coney Island at the amphitheater. It's free to everybody. It's me, Ghostface, Scram Jones, Static Selector. It's just a big concert I'm putting on for the whoever wants to come, but really for the neighborhood and show Coney Island. We could do some dope. I could do some dope shit, and I'm making it free for everybody. Then we're going
sick.
on tour in August, and then I got my album coming out probably the end of summer called America's Sweetheart.
Ooh, America's Sweetheart.
There you
I
go.
like it, baby. And then you're gonna get back in the garden.
Exactly.
You are, bro.
Exactly.
I bet you one day you'll sell it out. Yes, sir.
And we got the illest podcast, way better than this shit. You heard?
Yeah.
It's called Outside with Gorilla Nems.
Bro, honestly, bro, being outside, it's tough to compete with that. I would have no doubt about it that it's probably way better than this.
Nah, I love this part, man. This is my second time here. It won't be the last. You heard?
Yes, sir. Well, we'll see, man, if they let you down this block again with that truck. I know my neighbor across the street, Dottie, called the cops. He was like, holy shit, we got a camouflage truck coming down. All right, man. All right, kids, listen, go to patreon.com/Christy Comedy. We'll continue this episode there, and send us videos of any car accident you ever been in. And we want to hear about your car accidents. Love you.
Feels like to be Tom Segura.